All right, welcome to our call. It is Wednesday. It is March the 27th, and it is 4 p.m. New York time. Guys, if you don't know who I am by now, my name is David Cutler, and I am COO of Avazoo. In the background, which you guys don't see, I have Sylvie here assisting me. Yes, some of you have sent in where is Justin and where are the boys and the other team members. So Justin is very actively busy doing something currently at the moment, and there is not that much he can do for us for what we need. Sylvie's doing a great job handling all the customer service tickets, which is very, very limited. So Justin is trying to catch up on some things that he needed to get done. So don't worry, guys. Justin is around. He will be back as soon as we're ready to go. So everything what we're doing right now is in the back end. And unfortunately, which I wish he did, Justin doesn't really get involved in much of the coding side. He's got the basics, but into the in-depth and laying things out is not his forte. Not that he can't do it, he just doesn't want to, I think. But anyway, guys, give you some updates here. What's going to happen today? I do not expect a long call. I try not to waste your time when it's not that important, but of course, I will answer any questions you may have at the end. So it's good seeing all of you, number one. Hopefully, you're all getting ready for the weekend. You obviously all know what it is. So happy Easter weekend to each and every one of you and your family members. Remember, it's about spreading joy and being with the family. A lot of exciting things happened at Easter weekend. So God bless to all of you and your families, number one, for Easter. We will be doing a call on Saturday at 12 noon for Ripple, but it will not be a call on Friday night for Ripple. There will be a Friday during the day, just because we're honoring obviously Good Friday and those people around the world that focus on more important things than getting on the phone with us from Ripple. But we will do the Friday lunchtime one, which is at 2 o'clock, and then we'll be back on Saturday. Monday will be cancelled completely, so there will not be anything on Easter Monday, just so you guys are all aware of that. So let's get into the nitty-gritty for what's going on. So I'm going to ask you guys to actually open your dashboard link. Not yet. Please wait for everybody who's getting on the call. We don't expect a lot of people to join the call here. We didn't email Avazoo members as such because we know the core of you automatically get on the call or watch it later. We also know the core of you that are Avazoo members are also part of Ripple. So we sent out an email. Jim Wagner done the call earlier. So we're having problems still, guys, and there are technicians and technicians. There are people that can work on WordPress sites, and there are people that can work on JavaScript, and there's people that can work on Radiant, and just all kinds of different developers around the world. Unfortunately, every one of our team members is not a server individual. We used to have one. His name was Ed. He was a professor from the Philippines, and he worked with us for about 5 years. And unfortunately, he's not able to work for us full time because he's back at the university doing professor work and training the kids. However, he is working on our problem. So that's the good news. So we cannot, for our benefit, and including DigitalOcean, cannot find why it keeps creating the site to crash. So if you've gone into the CRC and you're not noticing, don't worry, because you're one of the lucky people around the world that is not having the problem. However, there are certain jurisdictions around the world that is causing the server to go into its protection mode, which is basically putting the server into sleep. Basically, it doesn't turn it down completely. It doesn't turn it off. It's not a virus. It's nothing like that. It's just putting it to sleep. And then, of course, the CPU is not working to really push anything, so you guys can't get access. If you're fortunate enough that you can get access because the timeout error doesn't come out, then you can still connect. It's just very, very slow connection. So we are working on that to try and find the problem. But thanks to multiple people, but John McKenzie, that brought it to our attention first, was, as always, John has just been so much of a committed to all of us. When he went in to get his spins, he did not get the 5 spins on last week's game. And we were getting them. So we had to look at the code on that. And if you notice, we pulled the game down early yesterday because we believe we found the fix. This is, again, a migration issue what works on one server, AWS, is not working on the DigitalOcean. Sorry, somebody just texted me. Again, guys, these are all things that, if you knew what would happen, we could fix it before it happened, kind of thing. But there again, if I'd have known what the Powerball or the Mega Ball lottery numbers last night was, I would have bought them lottery numbers and won $1.1 billion. So, and good luck to any of you if you guys played in the game. It was a lot of money. There's another one, I think, this tonight or Friday. So guys, we just don't know until we go into a live environment. So bottom line is, we think we have the fix. We're not 100% convinced. So what we need to do in a few minutes, I'm going to go live while we're on the phone here, and for every amount of people on here, if you can open up and play in the game, or at least tell us how many spins you have. The best way to tell us is when you open up, hit the spin wheel, and what it would do is we get a report back. We still believe we've got a problem, but the other issue we had, apart from the wheel, and this is the one what you perhaps have noticed, and I'm going to go to a screen share here. I got quite a lot of things to cover, you guys, but I don't want to bombard you with things. I'd rather help, get you to help understand where we're at and what is going on. But the one of the other things we got is when we had the sign up process, and again, you're going to see this as soon as I share my screen. So our sign up process has been creating a problem, and you notice we closed it down last week for sales. So when I go into this here and I open up, and hopefully you can see this, I'm not double checking anywhere, but I think Sylvie would have WhatsApped me if there was a problem or come into the call. So when you go into here, what was happening was, and I'm just going to pick a couple of people's names here. I'm just going to right click, and you'll see it open a new tab, so I don't have to keep going backwards and forwards. So what you would see, since I opened, and it was happening everywhere, just so you know what the kind of things we come up with. So when I go into that person and I open that person, I look at the profile, down here on the side, it said IP address Singapore, but we know the person's out of Kenya because they've been honest. We also noticed it was happening on everybody, that when you go to their address Singapore, and it was happening to everybody. Okay. And we did not, and we have now got that fix done, that we reopened. So what it was doing, didn't matter where you was, United States, it was showing up as your sign up Singapore. That is in the migration going over to the other server. Again, not knowing DigitalOcean like we've got to know Amazon, that has created this problem for us. So bottom line deal, guys, that is now fixed. So ticket sales are back open for anybody that wants to go and make their payment. We obviously could not sign up somebody when it was all shown as Singapore. And the reason it was shown as Singapore, we believe, is because of the merchant account that goes through Singapore, and it picked up that IP address. But we've done a workaround, and now we've got it working correctly, just so you guys know. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to go into the game, and I have set up a game in here that we want to go live right now. And if you can help us, it's nothing like doing this fun with our friends and family right now. It's called Test Game 1. Now, it's not live yet. It's inactive. It's going to take a 30, 40, 50 seconds to come up. So don't go there yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and make that game active. And now what's going to happen is that's an active game. What I would like you to do is go into your dashboard and spin the wheel. What we're looking for is how many times can you spin? Is it once? Is it twice? Is it 3 times? Or is it the full 5 spins? Now, if you've got more than 5, that's okay, because that will be a rollover from perhaps your account. Maybe you didn't finish off the last cycle and you had some additional ones. So bottom line, guys, if you can go in there and participate right now while we continue to talk, that will be very helpful. So let's continue on. So the Singapore IP address has now been fixed. The game code, we are hoping we have found the problem, but it's not fixed. We will fix it on tonight's shift. but we just need to make sure we know what jurisdictions it's coming from around the world. Now, the next thing is the business banners have completely been taken out of Avazoo, They are no longer part of Avazoo. Avazoo's banners are strictly going to be just for the charity, helping people, what it was designed for people posting about what people need help. And that's all it is what it's going to be done for. So anyway, bottom line to deal is, please, if you get the opportunity to share with any businesses, because Ripple under the Pioneer program is going to, and I put in an email I sent out to you guys today, is going to release the banners in the Pioneer program. Why? Because we are so far forward, we can do that. So remember, in that program, you get paid a commission on those banners for them local businesses. So that is really exciting. It's been taken out of Avazoo, but it's going to the business side of it. The Avazoo banners will be back to normal, which will be strictly just for posting about people if they got fires or they need help, whatever it's going to be. Like I said to you earlier, the payment gateway is up and it is operational, but we haven't tested that yet. Well, no, we tested. We have not gone out to the people that are still due to make their payment. If everything goes good over the next week, on April 1st, we'll actually wait to April the 2nd, just because April 1st, full day, that's next Monday. We don't want to do that. But next Tuesday, we will be emailing people to let them know they need to make their payment or their account will be voided. Okay. Now, guys, there is a profile picture that needed to be updated because of what happened. Now, that time clock is ticking out. It's supposed to be March 31st. So on March 31st, what's going to happen is, instead of deleting the accounts are going to go in standby. That means nobody will be able to go in and participate and get entrances. Nobody will be able to get into the CRC. It's going to be completely put that you cannot get into your account until you update your profile. 30 days later, at the end of April, for all those that have not updated it, their accounts will be deleted. So we actually pulled another 30 days out of it. However, the fact is, you've got to do it. Now, we're going to also have customer service starting contacting people. We got a brand new text system, which you guys don't know about, where it's going to text you prior to you jumping on a call. It's going to text you about important features. It's not going to bother you, but it will be starting to text people about the call. So right now, let's see if any of you are participating in the game. See if any of you have loaded that. So there's no data at the moment. All right, guys. So Sylvie, can you tell me if you can get into the wheel and see if you can play that? I want to make sure.
Yes.
Sylvie, can you
I
hear
can
me?
get in the wheel. Yes,
Okay,
I
so
can hear you. Do you? Yeah.
so the wheel is there and it is operational?
The wheel is there for me, but I have no spin. And
You have
I
no.
see that Norman has the same problem. Voilà,
Okay.
so.
All right, so you haven't got any spins to spin. Okay, so guys, if you can let us know in the chat if you're seeing the wheel, if you get the opportunity. If you can't do this, we understand, but we've got to fix this problem. We need to find that data of where that's actually coming in from. So that would be good. That's only going to be open for an hour or two before that closes down, just so you know. But thank you very much for the assistance and helping us. Now, guys, there's some very, very exciting stuff that I want to share with you, just so you kind of got it. But one of the things before I close my screen, this is Avazoo, Googling Avazoo. We have had hundreds of people do reviews on Google Review. The Google Review, for whatever reason, is taking off the reviews. If you could help us get, and it doesn't have to be done today. Okay, we're getting ready to come out with a bang, but we need to show the reviews here. But we need some evidence to go to Google and say, look, we've got people writing reviews, but you're not posting them. So if any of you can have the time over the next couple of days to go and do a Google review I believe you have to have a Google account to do a Google review. Please go and do that for us. Write up a quick review. Obviously, we would love 5 stars, but if you feel that you don't want to give us 5 stars, then we understand, but it really will help us as we move forward. So guys, I don't know why we've had many reviews. If you've got any sites around the world that can take a review, feel free to put them up. Write a review about us, write, what we are, that we're here for a long time. That would really be good. So I'm just looking at some of the notes. No spins available. No spins, Norman. Okay. So guys, this is helping us. So you have no idea how that, you guys perhaps don't realize how important that helps us, because we're getting reports and I'm getting spins. And Kirk's getting spins. So by you guys reporting that, you have no idea how much that helps us. So that's really cool. So let me tell you about what's going on that you most probably are aware of if you're US. But in 3 weeks from now, approximately 3 weeks from now, the NFL draft is coming out. And we need to do some load testing for the new game, the sports game for Ripple. So obviously, the way we're connected with Ripple, and obviously knowing that some of the products that was, or not some, all of the products that's in Ripple has actually come from our development and was all going to be originally in the Avazoo app, but we've had to manipulate it to get the advertisement to make it better for everybody. We are going to be going ahead and doing something very special for the NFL draft, which is going to entitle you to get free entries for doing some testing for us, which is going to result into the Ripple app. So guys, over the next couple of weeks, we'll tell you exactly what it is, but it's going to be in reference to posting banners. And at that time, there are going to be some great opportunities to pick up some entries. And I'm not talking 5 or 10 entries. I'm talking 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 entries. So put that on your calendar. We want to do some testing on our server, because our server is regulated. Our server has everything that we need, as in the audit. And of course, we want to make sure that that's going to work correctly, the code that we've written. So we're going to do it on Avazoo, and we're going to be bringing that out. So you're going to be posting the banner through the draft, but we can actually count the data. We can see what the time frame is. We can see how quick it uploads, and so on and so on. The reason being is, once it goes live as a pioneer for Ripple, you guys are going to be able to participate. And of course, you're going to get access to certain things that other people are not going to do. So make sure, if you're not aware about this, on Saturday, be on that call, because if you are a pioneer, you are literally the testing team for the companies. Normally we have to go out and hire companies to do this, but we've got to know you and trust you and believe in you, that we'd rather have your opinion of what it is. And it's been a proven fact, the amount of you guys that have shared it. We also have found out what's going on with the supporters link, and that is a GoDaddy situation. GoDaddy is another hosting place where you get the use of our technology, or the domain names, and it was not connecting to our new DigitalOcean servers. Again, if you guys Google DigitalOcean, you'll see that they're a massive company, but there are different features. It's like having a Ford and a Chevy, or BMW and a Rolls Royce. It's just different, and we are going through these learning curves. Thank the Lord we're getting them now, but everything else is geared up, guys. We've got the dialing campaigns all set to go. We've got advertisement that is set to go. We got Facebook pages ready to go. We've got a couple of things that we're not going to share with you until we go live, and you'll go, wow, we've done that. But they're pretty exciting stuff. We do have some people that have stepped up. So again, as I told you a couple of weeks ago, we will not go back live in the sense of Avazoo until we can come out with a major punch and everything is up and operational. So there's a lot of ways to look at that timeline, but really what it comes down to is step number one, getting everything operational, smooth, the spins. We don't want somebody to come in and buy a ticket and then can't participate because they don't get spins. So all these little bugs, as we call them, is what you would normally have when as you're setting up, well, because we moved to a different server, it's the same has happened. So you might say, but Dave, this doesn't happen to a Facebook, or it doesn't happen to another company. You're right. You're 100% right. So what they do is they work on version 2.2 behind the scenes, or version 3.3 or 4.4, and they get that all up and operational, and they do all the testing, and then they flick a button, and you don't know the next time you go to it, you're on the new version. That is great if you have deep, heavy pockets and you've got a team that can do that and put it all together, and you can afford the tens of thousands of dollars. Avazoo is not that type company yet. It will be as we move forward, and we are already looking for help. And in fact, we're going to be running a post in the CRC explaining that we are looking for some people around the world that will be helpful. Now, we're going to reward them people, and the only thing we can actually reward them with right now is obviously for giving to the time. We're going to give them some shares. So we're going to post in there, and then we're going to do it. Now, in reference to the share, I wanted to leave to the last thing. We are now got permission to go ahead and send out the draft document. So look this weekend, or worst scenario Monday, because we want to date it in April. There's a particular calendar year when it comes to construction and doing reports, which is going to be done in April. So we're going to be sending it out to you in April. There's a draft sheet. I think it's 3 pages long. You review it. You can check it with your attorneys. There is nothing in there that you're signing your life away. We're signing shares over to you, so you don't have any big issues, commitments. We can certainly go through it on a call. What's going to happen is once you've read it, reviewed it, you must sign it, and you must have it witnessed. Sign it and witness, okay? And then you will send it back to us, and on a retrieval from the email, within 72 hours, you'll have it downloaded on our end, signed by me, and then sent back to you as a legal document. So starting next week, 1st of April onwards, you will receive an email with this share certificate, what you guys have got. You download it, you fill it in, you witness your signature, and you will then send it back to us, upload it, and send it back to us. Now, guys, this cannot be done any other way. You cannot go to a digital sign off at the current time, even though we're looking to see if we can do this, but it's got to be done as in real time. It's a real legal document for your shares. So anyway, guys, we'll definitely update you next Wednesday on that, but that is our top priority. New people that we hire and coming on to work, there will be some opportunities to pick up several thousands of shares like any other non-profit organization. So I think that's really about, common sense, that where we're at before we're doing an IPO and what it can do and how much it can change. So guys, that's a lot of information I've given you today. And I appreciate every one of you being on here trying to do the test. I will answer any questions you've got. I am trying to keep these calls down to a 30-minute call just out of respect to you. So we'll have a look, see if you've got any questions, and we'll go from there. So hello, good evening. Michael, welcome to see you here. Jennifer, Jara, great. Norman, Akapama Day. Go ahead, boy, Sylvie, you need to help me with some of these.
We have 2 questions. One from
Just
Peter
2?
Stutzberry. Yes, from now on, yes.
Okay,
With
what do we
all
got?
the work, with all the work going on with Rewards Ripple, is the Avazoo AAP program still fully supported?
No, it's not. The app is actually on hold, everybody. The app is on hold. We know there are some upgrades that have got to be done on the app. That is to meet the latest updates from Android and iOS. There's no point in us doing that now until we get the new server correct. So everything on the app is going to happen. We fixed everything on the servers. We fixed it in the app. When we know everything is 100%, meaning there's no more changes, we'll then submit to Apple and submit to the Play Store, and we will get the approval. The app will be live a couple of days later. But as of right now, no, we are not doing the request yet. Okay, so next question. What do we got, Sue?
I think Peter was talking about the AAP program.
Oh, the AAP program, supporters
Yes.
link, all that is working. There's no problem with that at all. You can still sign up AAPs all around the world. Now you have a lot of new promotional materials that are going to come to you because of the banners. All that's going to be coming to you once we go live. And again, we don't have that live date as such. But the AAP, if you want to sign people up and get them into the system, go to the Avazoo.com website, go to the bottom link on the Avazoo website. You can do a test if you guys want to check it. You're welcome to go there and test. Please just put in either last name or the first name, Peter test, or whatever you want to do, so we know it's a test. Upload the images of the business, and we can test that. But absolutely, go ahead and check it. And if there's any issues, let us know. Report it to help desk. All right, what else we got, Sylv?
Yes. We have a question from Norman. Can you please tell us exactly what needs to be done to have it witnessed in the email? I think he's talking about.
Yeah, it's real simple, Norman. It's a witness of your signature. So when anybody witnesses something, obviously we need to know who they are. So they're going to have to put a copy of their government ID. So if it's a driving license or a registered card or something, and they say, my name is so and so, you sign that Norman signed the document. So what will happen is this person is witness that Norman signed it, and it'll require them to give a copy of their statement, and there'll be a little line saying, I swear under oath, whatever the proper legal words are, and they just sign to that. It's a very simple, but we'll make sure you have full instructions on how you do it. That'll go out in the email, and then you just send that back as a single document. Now, at the moment, we are trying to get it done on a signature company that does this for legal documents around the world. We're trying to see if we can get it done there, which will then make it a lot easier, where everybody signs the document and then it's released. So we'll update you next Wednesday, either in an email going out to you, or we'll explain it on next Wednesday's call. Right, what else we got, Sylv?
Yes, I have uploaded and update a new profile picture, but I'm unable to log in. Is there any special links to that for uploading the profile?
I don't know why you would not be able to log in. If you've uploaded your picture, you had to have logged in. If you're doing it from the app may be creating a problem. So I recommend that you go to Google Chrome. There was a lot of problems in Africa with a particular browser that was not working. So I recommend you go to Google Chrome, log into your dashboard, and upload from your dashboard. If you can't log in, do a password reset. And if that doesn't work, contact Sylvie or contact Help Desk, and then we'll look at it one-on-one with you and try to get it fixed. Okay, what else we got? Are we good?
And Norman is asking if his wife can do it. I don't think so. It
No,
needs to be
legally,
his
a
signature.
witness is a witness. You can have a wife you can have your
Oh,
spouse,
okay.
your significant other. Basically, what they're doing is they're verifying that the person that signed the document is the real person.
Oh,
So let's
okay.
just say, Norman, for example, your wife was not your wife, and you had somebody else sign it. Basically, it's taking your shares away. So yes, use your wife, because she wants to protect you, to make sure you get what you want. Your wife and spouse. We just need a legal signature that we've issued shares to somebody who says they are. So yes, you can use a spouse. It has to be somebody over the age of 18. That's the only thing I know legally it has to be done. All right, what else we got?
Okay. That's all we have for today.
I just saw something pop up here. Let me have a look.
Yes, it's about. We can't log in. I will contact him.
You're going to contact him direct?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a question about cannot sign into the rewards Ripple account. So guys, the Sylvie's going to contact you, but you just go to the rewards sign up page, and on the sign up page it has the option for a login or a password reset. We have tested it. We know it works. It's not a problem. Again, just send in Sylvie. You reach out to him directly. But guys,
Okay.
for where we're at today, what's going on with Avazoo? Obviously, the big exciting thing is the fact that what's going to happen with the amount of eyeballs that are going to see the advertisement through the ripple effect. guys, I tell you all, obviously, Paul's got some pretty serious medical stuff right now he's dealing with, and he'll deal with it. There is nobody like Paul out there. Paul is a very unusual character, and he is on top of it. He'll deal with it, and he'll get healthy, and he'll be back very shortly. There's nothing he can do, and obviously he's already disappointed and upset that he just can't really do a lot. But at the moment, you got to remember, most probably, if we knew that Ripple was going to have all these games and exciting stuff, we would have never mentioned it to any of you about Ripple. We would have held back 3 months, 6 months, built the platform. But because of how God has blessed us in so many ways and said, well, what about having an NFL game? What about having a basketball game? What about having a Mike Tyson fight? What about the Olympics and all these other things that are happening? In theory, we most probably would have never said anything for another 6 months, then introduce it to you. Take advantage of that time, guys. You don't think of Ripple not happening. It's here to stay, and it's going to be a very big organization and company. But if you get in that first 100,000, you're going to have multi-millions of people in this company, multi-millions. That's saying just 10% of the Mike Tyson's fight is going to be 10 million people participating. There's 10 million people in there. They're all going to want to get points every day, not just for the Tyson fight, but for other sporting events. And every time these people come in, they play, they're putting 10% in that winner circle. So please, try to do what you can to get people that really need the help. Even if they're non-believers age, tell them, I don't care about you being a non-believer, just sign up. Do what you need to do to get them into the winner circle. You seriously, guys, there's no personal information is required, and it'll be an opportunity. I'm sure you've all heard stupid stories over the years, like if I knew what the stock price was going to be of Microsoft, I would have bought it. Well, if you could have, you would have, right? So, but I am telling you guys, this is massive. There are 57 games. There are the Olympics. There are sporting events that people are going to have their say and participate, and they're doing it to get free stuff for themselves and for an auction. This thing's going to be huge. So don't delay. And again, the tie for Avazoo, guys, is every 5th reel. Remember, before you can get points, you have to watch an 8 to 15 second reel. So Avazoo is going to be every 5th reel. Every 5th, it's going to come up Avazoo, different Avazoo marketing advertisements. So guys, it's a big win for all of us. So, but what you don't want to do, you don't want that friend, that person you go out to church with on Sunday, or your pastor doesn't know about this. Talk to them, get them on a call, because guys, 100,000 when it hits, it's going to go in a heartbeat. You got 10 million people plus paying for you. That then points could be a difference between a food basket or something very nice, large, expensive. I don't know what you want to bid on. So anyway, guys, this is Avazoo, but it is tied obviously in certain places. Enjoy your holiday weekend. Happy Easter. You know exactly what come, and so please rejoice and be involved on the call Saturday. There's no call Friday night for Ripple, just so you know, but there will be a call 12 on Saturday, and there will be no calls on Monday, Easter Monday. So guys, be blessed, and thank you for participating, helping us, and bear with us. We'll get that game fixed tonight. Now we know what it is, and we'll send it out, and we'll get the game open so you guys can get some free points to be pioneers. All right, guys, be blessed. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.